It's really beautiful, isn't it? All right. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. I'd invite you to open up in the prayer book to the very first page. Mi Malel Gurot Yisrael Otan Miyimnet Ein Bechol Dor Yaku Hagibor Goel Ha'am Mi Malel Gurot Yisrael Otan Miyimnet Ein Bechol Dor Yaku Hagibor Goel Shema Bayamim Haim Bazman Hazeh Makabi Moshiach Upodeh Uvyaminu Kolam Yisrael Yitached Yakum Vehigael. Let's do it in English. Who can tell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or saint came to our aid. Who can tell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or saint came to our aid. In days of yore in Israel's ancient land, brave Maccabeus led his faithful band. But now all Israel must as one around redeem itself through deed and sacrifice. Okay, let's try it as a round, right? It's a round. I'm going to start over on this side with the Sharon and Simon coincide, okay? You guys are going to start us off, and then we're coming over here. Who can we tell the... Get ready! Who can we tell the things that befell in every age in every age here. Keep going. Who can we tell the... Who can we tell the things that befell us? Who can count them in every age? In every age, in every age, a hero or a sage came to our aid. Happy Hanukkah, everybody, and happy Hanukkah to everybody watching online. Glad that you're with us. So you're waving to the folks online. Hello, folks online. Wave back to us. There we go. Okay. Great to see you. And if you're watching online, I got to remember to look here and not over there. If you're watching online, whether you're in Zoom with us so you can see us and we can see you, or you're watching on the live stream or on Facebook, you could follow along in the service. Our prayer book for tonight is a special prayer book for Hanukkah. It's on our website. If you go to virtual resources, you will see a link to our Shabbat Hanukkah prayer book. Are we able to put that in the chat for people in Zoom? Yeah, those of you watching on live stream, though, the tip is go to the synagogue's website and go under virtual resources, and you'll see a link to tonight's prayer book. And we begin by lighting Hanukkah candles. You light Hanukkah candles before you light Shabbat candles. So I invite you to turn in the prayer book to page 1. Valerie Jonas is going to light our Hanukkah candles. And stand right here to read. Okay. You can take your mask off.
Thank you. Hello. Shabbat Shalom. The lights of Hanukkah are a symbol of our joy. In time of darkness, our ancestors had the courage to struggle for freedom. Theirs was a victory of the weak over the strong, the few over the many. It was a victory for all ages and all peoples. The light of our faith burns brightly now. Our people Israel have survived all who sought to destroy us. In every generation, we are called through love and self-sacrifice to renew ourselves and the life of our people. Let the lights we kindle shine forth for the world to see. May they illumine our lives and fill us with gratitude for those who came before us, whose will and courage, time and again, kept the flame of faith from extinction.
We're going to light up here first, and after we recite the blessings, then I'll invite everybody to come up and light your own Chanukiah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavotenu, bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Let's all come on up and light your own Chanukiot. Once you've lit your candles, if you go back and have a seat, we'll be able to sing together. Now, normally we don't take photographs during Shabbat services, but we haven't lit Shabbat candles yet. So if you happen to really want to take a photograph of our Chanukiot, until we light Shabbat candles, go right ahead and do so. Ooh, dangerous. Ma'osur Yeshuati Lechana Elishabeah Tigon Beit Tefilati Visham Toda Nisabeah Le'etachin Matbeah Mitz whether free or fettered. Wake the echoes of the song where you may be scattered. Yours the message cheering that the time is nearing, which will see all people free, tyrants disappearing, which will see all people free, tyrants disappearing. We kindle these lights because of the wondrous deliverance you performed for our ancestors. During these 8 days of Hanukkah, these lights are sacred. We are not to use them, but only to behold them, so that their glow may rouse us to give thanks for your wondrous acts of deliverance. Hanerot, hanerot, hanerot halalu, hanerot halalu, anachnu madlikin al hanisim ve'al haniflaot ve'al hajuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Hanerot, hanerot, hanerot halalu, hanerot halalu, anachnu madlikin al hanisim ve'al haniflaot ve'al hajuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. And our Shabbat candles will be lit by Joy Plummer. We're on page 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Thank you, Joy. We give thanks for the redeeming wonders and the mighty deeds by which at this season our people was saved in days of old. In the days of the Hasmoneans, A tyrant rose against our ancestors, determined to make them forget your Torah and to turn them away from obedience to your will. But you were at their side in time of trouble. You gave them strength to struggle and to triumph, that they might serve you in freedom. Through the power of your Spirit, the weak defeated the strong, the few prevailed over the many, and the righteous were triumphant. Then your children returned to your house to purify the sanctuary and kindle its lights, and they dedicated these days to give thanks and praise to your great name. Let's rise for Baruch Hu.
Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated.
In the year 170 BCE, the Syrian Greek ruler Antiochus took control of the land of the Jews. Antiochus hated our people because we worshiped God instead of him. Our law was Torah, but Antiochus's law was his own. In furious outrage, he overthrew the high priest in Jerusalem and plundered the temple. Jewish priests throughout the country were ordered to abandon the Torah. In the village of Modi'in, one priest, Mattiyahu, held his ground. Brave and proud, he stood against the pagan soldiers and defied their commands. In swift and spontaneous action, his followers rose to battle, and the enemy was overcome. Thus began the Jewish revolt against the darkness of tyranny.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod, Kivod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod, Kivod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. I'll read right here.
Please join me and read responsively. An angel touched me, and I awoke from my sleep. What do you see? She whispered.
I saw a menorah all of gold with 7 branches and 7 lamps.
And the angel asked, do you know what these are for? I shook my head.
This is the symbol of our faith. The two trees are our leaders, the ruler and the high priest, who nurtured our people with God's guiding light, just as God had charged them. Not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. The children sing, the children dream. Though their tears may fall, you can hear them call, and another song will rise. Another song will rise. Another song will rise. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. The children sing, the children dream. Though their tears may fall, you can hear them call, and another song will rise. Another song will rise. Another song will rise. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might, not by might, not by power. Shalom.
On the top of page 5. Judah's banner waved in the wind high above, calling Jews to gather with pride to be strong. The Maccabees had courage and skill. So did our enemy. But our people trusted God, and the enemy had no faith in God at all. Thus we overcame them. Like Moses and Miriam before us, overcoming the Egyptians at the sea, we danced and sang. Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai. Me is like you, God. And it is said that from these words, Judah took his name Maccabee and splashed it across his banner for all to see. On this night of dedication, may our hearts be filled. We are proud to be Jews. We thank God for freedom.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osei feleh. Adonai yimlo leolam vaed. Adonai yimlo leolam vaed. Our rabbis told this legend. The temple was covered in filth. There seemed little hope that this ragged band of Jews could rekindle her light. But they began to clean. All traces of false worship were washed away. The menorah was polished to a high gleam. In joy, the people declared, "Let us offer praise to God." But no oil could be found to light the menorah. A great search ensued, and finally one small container was found. Its oil would last one day, but that would be a splendid day of celebration and rededication to God. Each branch of the menorah was filled with a small amount of oil. Soon a soft light filled the temple. The night passed, and then the day, and the light still shone. Another night and day, and then a third. The light would not go out. For 8 nights and days, the menorah burned steadily, undaunted by that small amount of oil. A miracle. And for each day, our people celebrated a festival of dedication, loving God as God loved them. A festival of light, Hanukkah. Let's rise for the tefillah.
Open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imateinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Hayam, Gomel Hazelim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Kasei Avot v'Imahot, U'levi v'Kol Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shelo Ve'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach U'Magin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Abraham, Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh Hakol atah Rav Hoshiach, Mashiv HaRuach, U'Morich HaGashem, Mechayeh Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh Hakol B'Rachamim Rabim, Sovech Noflim B'Rofei Olim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mechayeh Emunato, L'Shenei Afar, Milchamo Kol Giburo, U'Mido Melech, Melech Menit, U'Mechayeh, U'Matzliach Yeshua, V'Ne'eman atah Adon Hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh Hakol. Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kadoshim B'chol Yom Hanukkah Selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Adonai HaKadosh.
You may be seated. We're at the bottom of page 7. On this night of Hanukkah, we ask ourselves, how do we find God? Our senses bring us wonder in these special lights, their warmth, their glow, the rich flames. We find God when love fills us and we give from our hearts, when, though tempted to do wrong, we are moved to do right. We find God through our sense of history, in the glow of this moment, and even in the hope of the future. We find God when we rejoice, as we do tonight, with praise and love for life. From the vastness of outer space issued a plan to separate sea from sky and sand. But how to give form to the night? Take a breath, make a wish, and say, let there be light. Let there be light tonight, tonight, tonight. In the depths of the forest, we fashioned our drums to echo the heart-beating heat of the call it back from its dark winter flight. Round a torch in a cave, we sang, let there be light, let there be light, tonight, 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 tonight. In the scorch of the desert, the Maccabees strained. Their faith, it was fixed in a flickering flame. When one day's worth of oil burned 8 nights, every day they would pray, singing, let there be light, let there be light, tonight, tonight, tonight. Let there be light, let there be light, tonight, tonight, tonight. In the wick of the candle, the flame in your heart is an echo remembering back to the start. So when nothing is working out right, take a breath, make a wish, and say, let there be light, let there be light, tonight, tonight, tonight. Let there be light, let there be light, tonight, 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 tonight. There we go. At this time in our worship, we ask for healing for members of our congregation and their loved ones who are ill. If you are praying for healing of body or healing of spirit for a loved one, I invite you to recite that person's name out loud, first here in this sanctuary as my eyes pass yours, and then for those of you joining us on Zoom, if you would like to share a name, I will call on you. Those who are with us on Zoom, if you have a name to share, please unmute yourself and share the name. To those whose names we have said out, add those whom we hold in our hearts. We say, Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. We praise you, God, the source of healing. And let us all say together, Nerli, Nerli, Nerli Dakik, Bachanuka, Neri Adli, Bachanuka, Neri Yair, Bachanuka, Shirim Ashir, Bachanuka, Neri Yair, Bachanuka, Shirim Ashir. I have a little candle, my candle burns so bright. I light my little candle on Hanukkah night. My little candle seems to say, thank you, O Well, a little bit of a story for Hanukkah. Years ago, when we were poor, a hungry old man came to our door. Though our Hanukkah meal was no big feast, it's a mitzvah, said Mama. Come join us and eat. There wasn't enough as the strangers sat down, but we shared what we had as the plates went around. We sang, told stories as day turned to night. Then I lit the candles, the Hanukkah lights. Nes gadol hayasham, we would pray. Maybe a miracle will happen here today. I was still hungry when the stranger sighed, smacked his lips, and said, it's time for latkes. Such a treat tonight. But Mama turned red. Papa turned white. Just one old potato was all Mama had, which the old man grabbed and said, not bad. I know what you're thinking, but it still can be done. From just a little, a lot can come. Nes gadol hayasham, we heard him say. Maybe a miracle will happen here today. From the kitchen, we heard him mixing up stuff, and I said out loud, it won't be enough. But Papa gave my shin a gentle shove, saying, Shah, be still, have faith in love. Then that wonderful smell and that sizzling sound, and in just a few minutes came a steaming mound of latkes. I can't forget that night when a simple meal became a festival of light. Nes gadol hayasham, we heard him say. Maybe a miracle will happen here today. Now I mix the batter and my children squeal in anticipation of their Hanukkah meal. And when the latkes crackle in my pan, I remember the story of the latke man. Nes gadol hayasham, chag simcha hula. Sivivo, sov, 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 Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Sivivo, sov, 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 chag simcha hula, nes gadol hayasham, nes gadol hayasham, chag simcha hula, Sivivo, sov, 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 Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Sivivo, sov, 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 chag simcha hu la'am, nes gadol hayasham, nes gadol hayasham, chag simcha hu la'am, Sivivo, sov, 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 Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Hanukkah, hu chag tov, Sivivo, sov, 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 chag simcha hu la'am, nes gadol hayasham, nes gadol hayasham, chag simcha hu la'am. Well, I'm not actually sure who's doing announcements tonight. I didn't check to see first. Janelle, thank you. Come on up. Thanks, Janelle. It's all yours.
Oh, what a beautiful sight. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach. My name is Janelle Lopez, membership chair here at CBE. A little close. Thank you, Rabbi Milder, for leading us in worship this evening, along with our behind-the-scene tech menches and arranging the live stream through Zoom. I'd also like to thank Alex and Melissa Bratman for providing Kiddush Motzi and a little oneg treat this evening. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., join us in the sanctuary or Zoom online for Torah study. You can register in advance for the online Zoom link. Following Torah study, join us for Shabbat morning services at 10:30 here in the sanctuary or online. Edgy is back. Tomorrow, December 4th, from 7 to 9, our youth group will meet here in the social hall for a Hanukkah party, competing in games, and a fun gift exchange. So don't forget to bring your menorah and candles. On Sunday, December 7th, join families with young children in a morning Hanukkah celebration, joining religious school in the sanctuary for Shirah at 9:45, followed by Hanukkah-themed activities right after outdoors. Get your tickets for Jewish Heritage Night at the Warriors. Monday, December 6th, the doors open at 5:30. Game time is 7 o'clock at the Chase Center Pavilion. Jews from all over the Bay Area will gather for a special Hanukkah-themed night, including a limited edition Jewish Heritage Night t-shirt. Tickets are going fast, so check out our website or Once Around for more information about availability and payment details. Our annual holiday food drive, together with Alameda Food Bank, is now through December 7th. Donation links can be found on our website or the newsletter. URJ Camp Newman and 6 Points West registration are now open for summer camp. Did you know that CBE is a campership fund to make camp more affordable to our members? First-time campers are also eligible for one Happy Camper grant. For more information on how to register, use the links provided on our website and the Once Around. The applications for Campership Fund are due by February 1st. I know my son will be going for the first time this year. Yay! Getting ready for your child's bar mitzvah or need to beef up your Aliyah skills? Sign up for Rabbi Milder's 1-hour workshop to learn or review chanting Torah blessings. The workshop will be held in the sanctuary Sunday, December 12th from 4 to 5 p.m. For more upcoming events, news, and community activities, please check out our weekly Once Around newsletter or our CBE website. Thank you.
Our service continues now with Aleinu on page 10. I invite you to please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, קדוש Baruch Hu,
V'nemar, v'haya Adonai, lemelech haaretz, hahu, hayom hahu, Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad. You may be seated. We reach out to comfort those who mourn the death of a loved one in recent days. On this Shabbat, we observe Shloshim for Irvin Barron and Beverly Lemon Williams. And we remember with love those who gave us life and who touched our lives, whose death occurred at this time of year. I invite those observing Yahrzeit for the following to rise as I recite their names: John Ball, Leonard Bratman, Muriel Bratman, Julius Dorfman, Oscar Gertner, Margaret Harris, Thomas Livingston, Fega Losak, Isaac Losak, Yusuf Morad, Stanley Simon, Jay Trackman. We also recognize all those who have lost a loved one during the past year. If you are in the first year of mourning, I invite you to rise at this time. We join together as one community, a family united by memory and faith, to praise the one who is the source of all blessings. We rise together as one congregation for Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah. Ba'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mivarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudisha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may be seated. We're going to conclude with a closing song on the back page of the prayer book, after which we will do Kiddush and Motzi. So we'll be passing around cups of wine and grape juice. The red cups are wine, the white cups are grape juice, and little tiny things of challah. So hang on to them till we say the blessing. So, closing song. Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in. Let anger not tear us apart. Light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years, so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. All right, Kiddush and Mochi. Hold on to that thought. Wait, I got it. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho bi'ava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha bi'ava uvratzon inchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-shabbat l'chaim. We wound up with the big one. How do we wind up with the big one? I don't know. Just because. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom.